Helen, you can't just leave me here. I did all this for you, all for you, and those are my kids too, you know. I have a right. Those are my kids too. What? Pierre. This is
What's that?
Canada man.
I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he
mine.
says those are his kids? Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you and August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Ooh,
Look,
drama.
Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address.
Pierre.
Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop 2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario.
Let's go ask if she wants to, because this is quite intense if you're finding out.
Do you want to go check it out?
If your dad's not your dad.
No.
Oh, yes.
No, but...
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago.
And also...
We have the rest of the house to pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner, and...
Mom, stop.
Oh, this is your father we're talking about. It's about who you really are. The house can wait a day. You're going to pass up a trip to Canada. It's quite loaded though, isn't it? Because... God, finding out your dad's not your dad. Jeez. I think we say are you gonna pass up a trip to Canada? Because I don't think... I don't want to be too direct about it, because it must be quite upsetting for her mum.
You're going to pass up a trip to Canada? Land of the polite, home of the reasonable? We could see a moose. I've never seen a moose.
A moose!
16 years, nary a moose. I've lived a life of deprivation, Mother.
Oh, you poor thing.
I'd love to see
Mom?
a moose.
All jokes aside,
Yes, please.
if we don't do this now, if we don't go up there and at least try to find out who this guy really was, who your father really was, when are we ever going to do it? We're right here, a stone's throw away, on the cusp of discovery.
The cusp of moose country.
Yes.
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, that too.
Moose. I want to see
You're
a moose.
just hoping we'll find that hidden treasure.
Well...
Come on. If we do track down this address, we might not find anything. But we could find out who your father really was. Who we really are. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is.
Yeah.
And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing,
But
we might find something.
Okay.
So if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other,
Then why not, right?
right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly.
To Moose
Glad you
Country!
came around to see things my way in the end. Okay. Should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Nice.
Hotel night. We're getting room service. Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
I mean...
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
But we have found more
Yeah.
secrets.
Maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Yeah.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
Let's go, Ma. What the heck? We've got to check it out. Right, we're off to Canada, peeps. We're going to Canada. Oh, Canada. Our home and da da da. Who needs to know the words, am I right? Intriguing, though. How, like, I mean, in that day and age, not unusual to have, like, families that had, like kids.
All right.
I don't know. From
Time to
different
order
parents
that
just
room
because of, like,
service.
marriage, and it just wasn't talked about.
This is not the kind of place that has room service. I'm sorry.
It's a motel.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right. But the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day. I'll be back with something to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
Yep.
What do you want to eat?
Oh.
Burger.
Burger?
Always burger.
Burger it is. Do your homework.
Yes, Mom. I knew I shouldn't have brought my backpack on this trip. Now Mum expects me to do my homework. Well, I guess there's not much else to do. Yeah.
Hey, it's burger time. How's that homework coming along?
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your
Yeah.
burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am?
Canada!
At a motel in Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house? Mobile home. Yes, it's still there. Anyway, we came away with some questions about Mom and Dad.
This bag is my rival, and I will defeat it. Oh my. Oh my. Nom 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 nom. Now I want a burger. Am I hungry? What time is it? Oh, it's almost dinner time, to be fair. Lo, I have vanquished the mighty burger. Let's just finish my homework.
Do you think... Could Dad have...
How would it even work?
Hold on. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke. Back in a few.
Okay, bye, Mom.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's exciting, it's depressing, I don't know what I think. I don't think we know.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Me neither. It's so surreal.
I can't imagine Grandma having an affair, but I also don't think she would have if it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah. It seems pretty out of character, but she was an interesting person.
Okay.
My dad... I was still pretty young when our dad died. For your mom, I think this is all a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never really knew him.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over it. Did you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
Oh, I feel like we don't mention Nightshade again. Like, it's like we're digging up so much trauma for this family.
We found some of your old art. Stuff you made as a kid.
Oh, that's so fun. I was a creative kid.
You
Do you ever do that kind of stuff now?
Well, no, not really. Not as much as I'd like to. Although I have to do a lot of creative stuff at work. But it would be nice to get back into writing.
creative
And what about
accounting, am I right?
I was a dedicated artist, but never a very good one. I'll leave the visual stuff to you. What about the house? What was it like?
It was pretty beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was still standing.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart. You'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
Wait, what?
With me, in the townhouse. Didn't your mom say?
No.
Mom.
What about Mom? Can she stay with you?
Of course, both of you. But she doesn't want to.
Doesn't want to accept help
What do you
because you
mean?
can't rely on
She-
people.
Look, you should talk to her about it. It isn't my place.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work is calling. I gotta go. Love you, Teresa.
Love you too, Aunt August.
I think we've learned. Hey, Bear. Hope you had a good day. Busy with some work late tonight, but we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thinking of you. Oh, we're texting Francine. We're driving to Canada tomorrow. If I can't text you once we're there, I'll let you know when we're back. Text me if you get this tonight. Oh, increased turnout at Andromeda, improved word of mouth. What? T-shirts, posters in local schools, actors, directors give lectures. Okay. Always check the fire escape map. What's that, Mum? Right, let's go to bed. We've done our homework, we've eaten our burger, we've texted our friend.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line, and of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before, and he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night. And so then she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess,
What?
are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
Pirates of Penzance test, come on.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
This drive is so freaking boring. I wonder what's going on with Dad and Francine.
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I leave it in my backpack?
Oh, man. Nice.
Oh no.
What?
My cell phone.
Oh, where's your cell phone?
I left my cell phone at the hotel.
Motel.
Are
Holiday
you
Inn.
sure?
Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the charger either. I must have left it on the charger at the hotel.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I need my phone.
I'm a teenager
Tess,
after
we
all.
have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving all the way back to the motel just so you can have your phone for one day.
You don't understand.
It might be gone. Francine's getting worried. I just need it. I think I would be worried
It might
it'd
be gone if we don't go back for it.
I'm sure it'll be in the motel Lost and Found. We can pick it up on the way home.
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
That's a
Well,
long
we
way,
can
to be
drive
fair.
faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
You know, I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you. You were lying to me, and I was so distracted.
We're gonna talk about it.
And now you won't even go back. And
Chicago.
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
Chicago. Ma. Oh, the pills. Oh my god. We're gonna talk about
You didn't tell me
August
we
first.
could stay with August.
The pills. That's interesting.
Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
And I said no. There's a million reasons why that's a bad idea.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan.
Do you?
Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have a job.
Oh, if you and Dad were still together, where do you think we'd be right now? Jesus. Why are you so disinterested in my business? Why don't you like August? Let's go for why don't you like August?
Excuse me?
Also, note how the
Where did you get
colour
that
has
idea?
changed.
You
All the colours
always
are much
act
more
like she's a
dull
pain when she's
today.
just trying to help. It's like you're jealous of her.
First of all, I am not jealous of her.
Are we just
It's a lot easier to make
jealous?
money when you live by yourself, especially if you're so far away.
Oh.
Your own family is an afterthought.
Oh.
I had to do all the work for Grandma. August just stayed in Chicago.
But offered to
You're
pay for
making her
stuff.
sound so selfish. She's not like that.
You've never lived with her, Tess. It's not gonna be like your little vacation. August thinks she knows what's best for everyone. I can't be around someone like that every day.
Wow. I can't imagine what that feels like. Do you think you're the only person with problems and the rest of us are just running around doing whatever? You're exhausting. No wonder Dad left.
Oh.
Don't bring your dad into this.
Why
Okay.
not? Why can't we talk about Dad? Actually talk about Dad for once. The divorce,
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
Fine. You don't want to have this discussion? I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
What?
When I see Dad when I go next month.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes,
I
I
am.
am. I already have the tickets.
What do you mean? With what money?
The money I earned,
From my
presumably.
business, I'm going.
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth? Fine. Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him.
You.
Oh. That's
Your
not
father
what I was
announced
expecting.
he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to
Oh.
say, "Oh, sure, honey. Feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What? What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
Gosh, not only did I lose my phone, but I got in a fight with Mum. This sucks. I guess now we're just going to sit here in silence until we get to this stupid houseboat. What a fun road trip. That was sarcastic. Can we put the radio on at least?
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, see what we can find about Pierre, and get out. Before I change my mind.
Agreed.
Okay. Oh, the houseboat. Looks like we finally made it to the houseboat. We saw in the pictures, most likely owned by a mystery man, aka Pierre Lautrec. Better be worth it. Larry's shack. Wow, look at it.
Lautrec! That's the name of the mystery man.
Yeah.
Think he's got mail?
Let's check.
Guess we'll never know. It's locked anyway.
Maybe that's for the best. tampering with other people's mail is illegal.
Right, and breaking into their house isn't? I feel like we're about to break into his house. So... maybe we should just, you know, ixnay on the ixnay what's illegal or not. That... oh my gosh, graffiti. Okay, right, should we go to Larry's shack, I'm guessing? Oh, can we get across here? No.
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use.
A ladder, a plank, perhaps. Everything looks... we want to get to the boat, but if we jump that gap and break our shin bones, maybe there's something around here we can use to get across. A boat? A joke. What's in here? Lovely plate. Broken window.
Pierre! Pierre was here.
That means
Looks like
you,
we're on the right
Pierre.
track.
All docked vessels must be removed prior to October 1st, 1974 due to the scheduled completion of the St. Jude River Dam project. No exceptions by authority of Algoma Municipal Board. Ah, that's why there's no water here. Please remember, this is a shared facility for all residents who fish off their boats on the dock. If you borrow equipment to clean or prepare your catch, return it to its storage in an orderly fashion. And if you clean your catch on the workbenches here, please clean up thoroughly. That means you, Pierre. Bit of a messy guy, is he? Lots of knives. Okay, cool. So this is where we like clean our fish guts up. Ugh, gross. Wait, didn't... there was one of those in the suitcase we found in the loft.
Is that dried blood?
Uh.
Ew, 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 ew. Why on earth did I just touch that?
And get some anti-bac. Anti-bac. Pronto. Yeah, so there was in the postcards they were talking about the dam potentially being built.
This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
But we...
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or...
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
Mobile home.
The
Mobile home
was fine. I just think... if we go back now, what's the point? Don't you want to know what happened to Grandma? To find Pierre?
Okay, fine.
Are we gonna find
You
Pierre?
stay
'Cause I feel
here,
like he's
and
probably
I'll
quite
see what I
old.
can find.
Okay, Mum.
No. You can't go in without me.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
And always
right.
will be.
I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
All right. We'll do it together. But I should go first.
Okay.
No, I should go.
No way. What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
Tails.
Tails. I lost?
In a manner of speaking.
After you.
All right. Here I go.
Let's go, Ma.
Careful.
Not very climactic.
Not quite as scary as I thought.
Yeah, this thing is pretty sturdy. Especially for just sitting out here for a few decades. Let's hope we can say the same for the rest of the boat.
Okay. Let's go be nosy. Crispy.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
The bootlegger
I
gold.
seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have to...
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurting yourself.
Yes, kick the door
How
down.
sturdy can it be? Ow. All right, pretty sturdy.
Pierre's office, whatever's in there could blow the lid off this whole thing. Of course it's locked. Nothing's ever easy. I feel like... Oh. The magazine for gentlemen. Ooh.
Wow. Cool.
Old school porn.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat. Plus, I want to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that.
Yeah.
Like,
Gross. Sticky.
mind.
No.
and I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
Fringed
And patterned
jackets.
tights. But really, put that down.
Okay. What's this? Dehumidifier. Nice bed. Photo of... Wait, is that Grandma?
Wow. This is from when Grandma was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
You look a lot like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
More... Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
You have her smile.
Beautiful. There's a fedora like there was near the... Right, pick up letter. Oh, this is the letter from Helen. I was surprised to receive another letter from you so soon. A houseboat. It's a romantic thought, living right on the water. But don't you suppose it might be a bit small for both of us and 2 children, including a teenager? Couldn't you have written to me before making this decision? Oh. We are still here, waiting for the heat to die down. While I'm excited to start our new life afresh, I have begun to rack up worries. How will the children react? With all they've already been through, what do you suppose my parents will think? And us just disappearing? My poor mother, she's already lost a son-in-law. Won't people come looking for us? Why is it so secretive though? Like, I don't... They keep kind of referring to him fleeing, right? My mind is going straight to he killed Leo, but let's hope I'm wrong. Are you sure there's no other way?
A letter from Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Whoa. What?
Well,
Who knows if I would have had a daughter if my
yeah.
whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So, this is like looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
Oh, when we're really rich, yeah.
One where we were really rich, and you could fix up the Andromeda and make every play there amazing.
Tess.
And we could keep Grandma's house and make it all perfect, like better than it's ever been.
There's no way to that reality from here.
Okay. Okay. So... What have we got? Receipt. Received from Mr. Pierre Lautrec. $3,000 in exchange for the houseboat they idle on. Oh, we bought it for $3,000.
$3,000?
That doesn't sound like a
For
lot.
a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
I would say a little.
A little?
Yeah.
$3,000 for a boat you can live on? It's a house and a boat. That's two
It's
whole things
two
for just
things.
$3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
Or maybe they knew that the dam was being built, because that would...
Cool. Nobody to spy on, though.
If you knew the dam was being built, you wouldn't buy a boat on that river, would you? Just doesn't make sense.
Boy, really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock?
Pretty cool dude, huh? Good morning, good morning. I love you, I do. Oh, we can't. Can we go down there? No. Can you go down outside? Oh, okay, okay. Just like the Swamp of Sadness. Just like Silent Hill. Let's go Silent Hill.
Just like Silent Hill.
Nice.
What?
Creepy.
Oh, it's this video game we played at Francine's house. It's a horror game. She really likes that stuff.
Terrifying.
Seriously, Tess? You're thinking about video games right now?
It's foggy in the game.
Oh.
Oh. Right. Okay, well. Let's see if this is open. Yes. Oh my god. There's a kid's room all set up. Please don't go on about the silly ideas in my head. My concerns are far from silly. This affects all of us. You say we'll have everything we could ever hope for, but I'm not the one who decided to run off across the border and have silly little Helen pick up her entire life and her children's lives at the drop of a hat to follow, no matter how much money was involved. What money? I hope for things that money can't buy, treasured friendships I've held since I was a girl, my relationship with my parents and siblings, satisfying work where I get to help people, my children to grow up in a loving company of their grandparents and their friends. These are the things you ask me to give up, and for what? Isolation? An unfamiliar place? A leaky boat? Money to spend? On what? What does it matter if everything else is lost? Oh gosh.
You tell him, Grandma.
Yeah. Not one to mince words.
Yeah.
All those years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too.
Yeah, I
Not
guess
just
so.
uprooting your life, dumping you in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up here.
You'd have to learn French.
Sacre
Sacre
bleu.
bleu.
Oh no, it's already happening.
I feel like that would be the least of the worries, to be honest. Nothing else in here? Toys? Tiddlywinks?
Oh, it's for 4 players. Sorry, Pierre.
Oh, savage, Tess. Robbers hit again in Porton. Local and state police are looking for a group of thieves who made off with an undisclosed amount of cash taken from Kleiman clothiers in a burglary Saturday night. Wait, what? According to state police, the men broke into the store around 1:20 a.m. They dismantled the store safe, taking the money bag before fleeing. There were no witnesses. We encourage local businesses to deposit all cash to their banks at the end of each business day. Until the burglars have been apprehended, it's too risky to leave any money in the store overnight. Michigan State Police have set up an anonymous tip line for any information. Was he a thief?
The burglary ring! Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was
a
a
bank
bank
robber?
robber.
Well,
Why else would he have this?
I mean,
Maybe my mother sent it to him.
why would you send
For
it to
what?
him, though?
To keep him abreast of current events?
Oh, come on, Opal.
Oh, come on, Mom. Grandma had a thing going with a bank robber. How cool is that?
Well, okay, they didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
That's...
Department store
Yeah.
robber doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware. I think.
You think?
So you're
Listen,
saying...
it's been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
And why are they so sure it was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Oh, yeah.
Like Catwoman.
Yeah.
I like it. Very cinematic.
Do you think Grandma could have helped?
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother was an accomplice in all this?
Well,
On second thought, maybe not.
Let's not get down
Grandma
that.
Helen was too smart to get involved in something like that.
But also, yeah, I mean, that makes sense of the money that we keep talking about. Travel supplies, boat, poker, groceries, supplies for the girls.
Boy, he really burned through it.
I can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Well, some of it was on this boat.
Yeah, seems like he really loved it.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August living here?
Maybe then she would have been a famous painter, because she would have, like, had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a boat.
Little houseboat on the river?
Rolls off the tongue.
Cute. 40,000. Anything else in here? Nice. So we're proposing that man that she wanted to run away with robbed a bank? A department store, sorry. Robbed a department store safe. Then ran away to Canada. I'm guessing because he couldn't be extradited or whatever. And then the plan was for them to join. California bicyclette. Californian red wine. But then they didn't join because key to his office. They didn't join because of like the kids being older and not wanting to. Here's one's liquor. Oh god, that's a lot of liquor. The kids being older and her not wanting to disrupt their lives. So they stayed. And presumably he then drank himself. Drank and smoked himself. To... yeah. Gosh, it's sad. Let's go. But how's the connection with that they're my kids too? That's the curious part, no? Come on, there's got to be a letter in here, people. Here we go. I've received your latest letter. This is my final response. You say you did all this for me, but you didn't. Everything you've done, you did it for yourself. You were the one who was unsatisfied with our home, our income, and always wanted more. You were the one who made the decision to get more money through reckless, illegal means. You were the one who decided to run to Canada to save your own skin without even telling me until it was too late to do anything but follow. I'm not following along anymore. You say these are your kids too. Of course they are, but they're my children as well. I'm here with them every day, comforting their grief, trying to console them over the loss of their father, trying my very hardest to keep up the ruse. He didn't die? But I'm getting used to it, used to doing this on my own, used to speaking for myself, to living this new life. I'm regaining my footing. I'm starting to feel okay. Wait, so this mystery man is not actually any mystery at all, because it's Leo, the dad, right? They faked his death, he fled to Canada with the money, and they would follow because he wanted to get more money, but was like, get rich quick. Curious. So I guess that's it.
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own. Without Grandpa, without Pierre. She realized she liked things better that way.
Can you blame her?
No, not at all. It was her chance to have her own independence. And who would want to give up their whole life, everything they know, just for some guy and some money?
People have done worse for less.
I don't think it's some
Yeah,
guy
but
though. I think it's Grandpa.
Grandma had a pretty good life, didn't she? Her advice column, her art, her kids, her house. Maybe she just needed a little time to herself to realize how good she had it.
Looks like a mailbox key.
Mailbox.
Oh, I was hoping that would turn up.
I swear, you could be so nosy
Who
sometimes.
isn't? Being nosy is so fun. Right, let's go see the mailbox. But, right, so they're saying like, oh, you know, she just didn't want to be with either of the men. She got over the grief of her husband and then didn't want to run off with Pierre. But I think Pierre's Leo. I think they're the same, one and the same person. I think he got sick of not being able to earn enough money, so he was like, right, I'm going to rob a department store and then run away, and you can come and join me, and we'll have the money, and we'll have the kids, and they're my kids. That's what makes most sense to me.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Let's...
Wait, opening other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
We literally just broke into their house. Oh, come on, Mum, live a little. Pretty sure the law frowns on breaking into people's houseboats. Yeah.
Pretty sure the law frowns on breaking into people's houseboats, too.
Uh-huh.
It's a little late to be getting squeamish now, don't you think?
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
Read. Lautrec. Return to sender. Insufficient postage. Okay. I'm telling you, to whom it may concern, I now confess my culpability for a spate of burglaries which resulted in the theft of almost $500,000. I had worked as a property inspector for Gein County for over 10 years. At a poker game in 1966, I was approached by a man interested in trading blueprints and my knowledge for cash. He and a few others targeted department stores and other businesses that carried large amounts of cash overnight. This relationship developed and I became more and more involved. I was given 10% of the proceeds from the robberies in exchange for information on how they could evade detection from the store's security. As time went on, the stores they chose to hit became riskier and riskier. I had no way to back out of the arrangement, as they had threatened not only my safety, but that of my family's as well. Seeing no other option, I falsified a death certificate. I told you! I knew it! With papers I lifted from the county office. I left my wife and daughters to cross the border under an assumed name, giving them instructions to follow me. They never did, and I regret having asked them to. What little of my stolen profits remain, I have destroyed. My wife, Helen, knew nothing of my crimes until it was too late. She only went along with the story of my death because she had no other choice. She is innocent. My decision to involve myself in this series of crimes was mine alone. I ask only that you leave my wife and daughters alone. This is my confession. Leonard Lambros. It's Dad!
So Pierre
Was my dad.
was My
It
dad?
was Leo.
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
Wow. No, she wasn't having an affair.
So my mother wasn't having an affair at all. Or whatever this would have been.
No.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died when we thought he'd had a heart attack.
I don't know if that's better
He
or
was
worse.
just here, on this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
I'm really sorry, Mom. For your whole life, you'd thought your dad had just died, and you had to live with that. That really sucks.
I can't believe I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time, he was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
For safety,
I wish I could have
though.
talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine. I just wish I could have talked to her about it. While she was alive,
Wish it didn't turn out this way. Wish you could have trusted her. Wish you could have been there for her. Wish it didn't turn out this way,
Wish
I
it
guess.
didn't turn out this way.
Yeah.
That would be my take.
If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone.
Yeah.
I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us her whole life. Why didn't she say anything? Even when we were all grown up.
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
I feel like she
Yeah.
was.
Maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared, and he never came back?
Mm.
Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way,
He's gone.
he's gone.
You don't want to keep going? Maybe we could find...
No, I think we found enough.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. I think maybe it's time
I'm
to
sorry,
go
Mom.
home now.
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I didn't leave you.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad...
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car. I'm freezing out here.
Oh,
Yeah,
dokie.
me too.
Let's go, Ma.
Tess, thanks for doing this. For coming with me.
You're
Of
welcome.
course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Oh, Mom.
beautiful, hardworking,
Not good at taking compliments, are we, Tess?
Make me cry.
just such an amazing daughter.
I love you, Mom.
Gonna make me cry, jeez.
I love you too, honey.
It sounds like the dad obviously faked his own death, but it sounds like it was to protect his family from probably, like, he'd just got in with the wrong crowd, right? Like, he'd been helping them out fairly innocently, maybe to start off with, and then he got deeper and deeper into it and then couldn't get out of it. Then the only way to get out of it is to fake your own death, because then your family can never be questioned. Also makes sense why it's so remote, and yeah.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy.
No.
Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Uh-huh.
Story time.
Well, your dad, you know, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was going to fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was going to be a professional poker player.
Is that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and stuff. They're playing as a sport.
Yeah, sponsored, aren't they? It's
That's
insane.
insane. Didn't anybody tell him the house always wins?
Oh, I did. But this isn't playing poker against the house. It's against other players. There is no house. Believe me, I heard all his justifications. There were plenty.
And even though he's been gone for a couple years, he's never told me why he's really out there. Why wouldn't he tell me?
Maybe deep down, he's not so proud of it.
Maybe he just didn't want to tell me till after he'd hit it big? So he chose right when Grandma really started getting sick and we moved in to take care of her to go off and follow his dream?
Oh, gosh.
He must really like poker.
Oh, really?
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for. So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end. Do you blame me for ending it?
I do kind of get it from her point of view. Like, she was going through something really hard, and yeah, we all make sacrifices in relationships and we don't necessarily sign up for it all at the start, but
No, I get it.
I get why you'd
You
want...
needed his support, and he just
Yeah, I'd get
ran
why you'd
away.
be angry.
kind of
but-
forced your hand.
Yeah, kind of.
That sucks, Mom. But I do miss him. I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explained everything to me in a way that made sense, and that he was living some great life out there.
no, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong. Professional gambler.
Professional gambler.
I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Now I have these
No.
tickets, and I don't know what to do.
I think you should go.
Yeah,
To
go see
Reno?
your dad.
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship. You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Okay, Ma.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh, God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance. I'm proud of you, Mom.
For what?
What do you mean, for what? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater? That's pretty cool.
All right, all right. Maybe not the brightest idea from a financial perspective, but it is
Pretty cool. I'm pretty
Thanks,
cool.
honey. That means a lot.
Oh, I love that they
And speaking of
bonded.
businesses, That's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've seen what you can do, and you do a great job.
Oh,
Thanks, Mom.
so
I'm
heartwarming.
serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
You have to understand it to know it looks good,
Thanks.
I would say.
An artist's eye, just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on, her painting wasn't that bad.
It was pretty worthy.
Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
Like doing Kurt, like see. Oh, we're gonna get like
Doing Kurt?
I'm gonna let that double entendre pass right by me.
Oh,
But
but
yeah,
it's so
it's
fun.
hard to let go. To see you as an adult and not just my baby girl.
Mom.
You were so cute back then. Even cuter than now.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling
Nice.
ball head. The bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads. Like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
Feel
So,
that, Tess. My head's like
What do you
square.
think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah. I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Would you want to move in with her?
I'm not sure, because we'd be leaving our friends behind, wouldn't we? As well as like our school and...
I'm not sure. What about the Andromeda and Francine?
Yeah, exactly.
It means starting over, kind of.
Yeah. But it could be nice to get a fresh start. We've been through a lot of big changes this year. You've been through so many big changes. But I mean, we're making it work. And whatever we decide, we can make it work. I'm confident in that.
Yeah. Me too.
We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey, August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French Canadian after all.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm just glad. I'm glad you're with me.
Yeah,
Oh, excuse me.
me too.
So cute. Oh, I love it. That was really fun. What an awesome game. It's different to anything I've ever played before. It's like completely narrative driven. Very, very cool. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Really, really cool. Really different to anything I've played before. And kind of the reason I started this channel was to try different things. Give a shout out to these like alternative games, which, you know, it's a different experience. That's what the game's about. It's about experiencing stuff and having fun. So I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye.